guys, welcome back again. Well, I finally managed to watch episode 8 of The Bad Batch, and oh no. Everything has definitely gone to heck at this point. By the way, this is a full spoiler recap and review, so if you haven't seen this episode yet, go see it. Or if you want to be spoiled, don't change the channel. This episode picks up immediately where it left off. Crosshair and his fellow Imperial clones have been sent to find the Bad Batch. He's still hanging around the Imperial shipyard after they're taking the chips out operations. Rex has already left. They're also in competition with a bounty hunter that the Kaminoans have sent a whole lot of bounty hunters in order to get Omega back. Now, why they want her back so badly, I have no idea, but I'm sure we'll find out later. Like she's a clone of somebody else, or I don't know. Everything seems to be going okay, and then all of a sudden, here come the bad guys and Bad Batch. It's basically a cat and mouse game the whole time, with Crosshair trying to, you know, making chess moves on the board, trying to outthink each other, and at one point they end up starting up the ion engines of the Star Destroyer. And the Bad Batch, who by the way is trying to scavenge some weapons or intelligence or something to pay off their debts. So the whole time they're carrying different pieces, and they found explosives, and of course Wrecker loves explosives. But at one point they end up planting some of these explosives around the rim of an ion engine as it's firing up, and they just barely avoid getting cooked, and it's like one of those semi-nail-biting sequences. Really well done. But unfortunately the bounty hunter, who is none other than Cad Bane, intercepts them on their way back to the ship and takes down Hunter and grabs Omega, making off with her. Now, I know a child main character of a show has been taken and made off with before. I mean, there's been kidnappings, and of course Grogu's been taken at least a couple times. And for a second I thought Hunter was honestly dead. If it turned out he was, that probably would have wrung some emotion out of these eyes, because as it was, I could feel them stinging. I was starting to pardon the yawns. I was starting to get just a little bit choked up. If he was gone, I probably would have been very upset. But now Cad Bane has Omega, and Hunter is very severely wounded. And also they've still got Crosshair, who got pretty much cooked in the ion engine starting up, are all converging. I'm sure there's going to be this big old battle at the end, but I sure hope they get Omega back before then, because dang it, poor kid. Maybe we'll in the next episode or the episode after, we'll find out exactly why the Kaminoans are so desperate. Maybe sometime during the next episode we'll find out exactly why the Kaminoans are so desperate to get Omega back, even though the gal Omega was working with clearly let them go. The Prime Minister's not ready to let her go. Apparently there's something really, really unusual about her, apart from the fact that she's a girl and naturally blonde and blue-eyed. Nothing like the other clones. So the plot thickens, and oy vey. My favorite character in this episode, I'm not sure, probably Hunter, because of his growing sense of responsibility toward Omega. Least favorite character in this, probably Crosshair. He's just somebody that's really, really easy to just go, ugh. Also Cad Bane, I wasn't happy to see him again. I was kind of hoping he would have kicked it between the Clone Wars and now, but darn. My favorite sequence, I don't know, this was probably near the very beginning when Wrecker plays that trick on Omega. he says I have a smoke bomb and he acts like they're all going to go up unless she disarms it. Honestly, that's kind of mean, but it was also, you know, I guess that's just Wrecker. That's his personality. So yeah, hopefully some of these questions get answered in either the next episode or the next few episodes. We're only about halfway through this season, at least as far as I know. There's definitely going to be more episodes in Bad Batch than there have been in any other Star Wars series that's been out in the last couple of years. So, we shall see what we shall see. At any rate, that is all for today. Apologies for all the yawning. I'm pretty much wiped out. I was trying to take a nap earlier, couldn't get it in, and I'm a very heavily pregnant lady right now. If you want to see more family-friendly Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button down below, and don't forget to check out the links in the description box. I already asked a question of the day in the... No way, okay. Question of the day. Have you seen this episode? What did you think of this episode? And which character would you like to slap more? Crosshair? Or the blonde Imperial officer who's so officious and self-important or whatever? Which one of them would you like to slap more? Go ahead and post a comment below. So I'll see everybody again possibly tomorrow, possibly later this week. It'll depend on how much energy I have. But until then, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off. Good night, folks.